Hi, welcome to the presentation of our paper on designing fair AI in human resource management. I'm Hyanghee Park from Seoul National University. I'm presenting this paper on behalf of my co-authors, Daehwan and Kartik Hosanagar and Joonhwan Lee. Human resource management is an essential part of many workplaces. Many enterprises, ranging from traditional industries to leading IT companies, place importance on acquiring, evaluating, and developing employees. At the center of HRM, there have always been issues of fairness regarding work performance evaluations, such as gender or race discrimination, and workplace politics, and subjective peer review systems. For example, managers or HR team members may have too much power and authority over their subordinates' work performance evaluations. Such concentration of power often leads to workplace politics. To mitigate these problems, enterprises have adopted peer review systems. However, a horizontal evaluation system can also be misused as a tool of politics or workplace bullying. Specifically, a group of workers can make secret pacts with each other to bully the same person or to praise one another lavishly. Thus, both researchers and practitioners have hoped that AI might be able to solve the issues of human bias and unfairness present in traditional HRM. But despite these rosy expectations, applications of AI in HRM are causing serious conflicts. For example, Amazon has recently implemented AI-powered cameras to monitor delivery drivers. An Amazon spokesperson said the cameras are a safety system that has decreased accidents and sign violations. However, drivers perceive the system as an invasion of privacy and micromanagement. Unfortunately, such problems has no definitive or objective solutions. They are wicked problems because there is no objective definition of fairness that satisfies all stakeholders. What's fair to one stakeholder may not be considered fair by another stakeholder. To address this, we aim to understand the socio-technical tensions surrounding AI in HRM through the perspectives of various stakeholders and AI's key design features. Roberts proposed 3 coping strategies that public officials can utilize to deal with wicked problems. We utilize all 3 strategies together to better investigate the needs and tensions and solutions for conflicts surrounding AI in HRM. Then we incorporated them into an iterative design process. This enables participants to go back to the previous stage to redefine conflicting needs or debate or find solutions. As a result of a thematic analysis, we found diverse stakeholders' common interests and incentives. Most participants brought up fairness issues in traditional HRM, such as unfair work assignments and workplace politics. Also, the stakeholders were curious about the goal of AI and the scope of AI tasks and AI's unique characteristics such as accuracy or interpretability and the impact of AI and who would take responsibility for algorithmic decisions. At the same time, there were distinctive group-specific interests and incentives. Employees expected fair and responsible evaluation from AI, while employers and HR managers wanted AI to reduce their time and cost. AI and business experts focused on the potential and technical limitations of AI. We found tension in 5 significant areas, each with corresponding design insights. First, there were divergent perspectives on fairness among stakeholders. While the employee group wanted a fair decision process, the group of employers and HR team members argued that fairness is not the reason for a firm's existence. The group of AI and business experts pointed out that including the concept of socially fair makes measuring or defining fairness harder. As design insights, stakeholders suggested firms take a structural and systemic approach to incorporating AI beyond endeavoring to optimize fairness itself. Second, we found tensions surrounding the accuracy of AI. The group of AI experts pointed out that using discriminatory features such as gender and race and age could increase predictive performance. However, the group of employees considered the use of those features an invasion of privacy. At the same time, the group of HR team members thought that it would be inefficient to modify or improve and debias the algorithms. Thus, instead of using sensitive information in an unethical way to perfect scarce data, stakeholders requested that an imperfect AI be complemented by the HR team's discretion and intervention. In the exceptional case that sensitive information would be necessary, the AI and business experts suggested that firms obtain informed consent from their employees in advance. Third, we found tensions concerning the transparency of AI. We found that stakeholders were worried that complete transparency could inspire workers' gaming behavior. Also, the employers and HR team members were concerned that transparency could decrease authority of the enterprise and lead to knowledge leaks. Regarding this, stakeholders suggested designing an optimal level of transparency and social and systemic transparency and transparency to lead employees' gaming behavior in a positive direction. Fourth, we found tensions regarding the interpretability of AI. While many employees wanted interpretable results, the AI experts expressed caution. Since predictive models are inherently based on correlation, the interpretation of them is also correlative and doesn't imply a causal relationship. The group of HR team members and employers were concerned with the after effects of even one small error in interpretability. Additionally, the HR team members mentioned that too much objectivity and interpretability could significantly hurt employees. After being informed of such technical limitations, most stakeholders agree that AI's interpretation should be provided to the employees at an optimal level after experts review and confirm their results to be reasonable. Participants thought that the firm should design interpretability to motivate employees rather than criticize. Finally, we found a trade-off between productivity and inhumanity. For instance, if employers exploit AI in HRM, it could become a means of micromanaging workers or forcing meritocracy. Or if AI is used to perform repetitive or difficult tasks, it would replace workers and remove their means to make a living. Regarding this, participants suggested AI facilitate the sustainable growth of the organization. Many participants suggested that AI should be used to amplify human ingenuity. This is a brief overview of our paper. Thank you for listening.